posting your art is not the same thing as building a personal brand. I'm Erin Donahue-Tice. I have sold $2 million worth of art since 2018, completely self-taught, and now I help artists just like you sell as much art as you possibly can. I actually come at this from a PR background because I spent 12 years working in the PR field for firms in Chicago and New York, helping CEOs, brand building people, marketers, and entrepreneurs totally blow out their businesses. So I really understand the psychology of branding and marketing, and I've applied that to attracting art collectors and building a really successful business on my own without having any art experience. If all you're doing is posting finished shots of your art, people might think it's pretty, but they're going to scroll on by and they're not going to feel connected enough to make that purchase. It depends on your price point, but in general, art is not a fast sales cycle. What I mean by that is it can take somebody 6, 12, 18 months, even longer, determine that you are the one for them, that your art is it, that it belongs on their wall in their home forever. It is a very long sales cycle, and that's why you need to be showing up consistently, hoping that if you show up enough times and build that connection, over time, people are going to want to invest in your work. Here are some really actionable tips for how you can do that. I want you to start by showing yourself in your own environment in really intentional ways. What do I mean by this? I mean, what kind of Starbucks do you get? How do you take your morning coffee? Show little clips of you with your kids around the kitchen in the morning. Show clips of your kids flowing into your studio and helping you paint. Show clips of you and your husband going on a weekend adventure somewhere. Talk about your favorite corner of the studio or your favorite time of day to paint because the light hits just in a certain way. Show up with your face on camera. I know it feels scary, but this is the best way to build that connection through a screen. Talk about your day, what went right, what went wrong, and you don't need to be showing up, showing your face every single day, but in general, the more you do, the more you'll build that trust and that connection. Another thing that my students do really well is talk about their why. So for me, my why is postpartum depression. I was in the thick of it with 2 kids under 2. I started painting as a hobby, and it turned into something much bigger than I could have ever imagined. So what is your why? Why do you create? Why do you paint? Why do you do what you do? Tell that story, because stories connect people to people, and people want to know about you, and they will be more likely to invest in your art. Any questions, drop them in the comments and hit the follow button for more artist marketing and sales tips.